Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks. Just give me one sec while I go back to this section. Oh, right, I have to undeafen myself. Hello, Blackout.
Hello.
Ready to, No.
I'm
Of
ready for
course,
some.
that's hard eyes. Of course, that's hard eyes.
I gotta do it, man.
Ready to talk about today's subject?
And what, pray tell, might that be, my good sir?
Well, since we are doing a safari, today we're gonna be starting about cowgirls and one of the big hitters, catgirls.
Nice. We got for it. People would probably agree with that.
Sorry, you kind of cut out for that sentence.
Oh no. I'm just saying. Yeah, we got relatively unknown monster girl with a pretty fan favorite.
Yeah, to kind of balance out the scales.
Yeah. And
we
we did two hard hitters, we'd really have a down grease in our episodes.
Yeah. We actually are expecting a guest speaker, but they said they were going to be late, so instead of starting with the subject they were very interested in about, I just realized we haven't actually done our impromptu intro yet.
Well, it's not impromptu. We got this thing written down.
Touche, but we still haven't done it.
All right. I think you did it last time, so
Yes.
I guess it's on me. All right. Heyo, and welcome to You Waifu Safari edition. Talk show where we talk about monster girls, all shapes, sizes, species, and discuss our biology and culture of our weekly monster girls. This week happening to be cat girls and cowgirls, as we mentioned earlier. I'm Blackout, and this guy here, over there in the bushes, is Scamper Blage.
Yes, indeed I am. Hello.
And yeah. And fair warning, we're just a couple idiots with idiotic headcanons and even dumber arguments. And I cannot stress the level of stupidity that you will experience during this podcast, or whatever we call it now.
We will never claim that we're going to be a well-produced show.
No. Brain cells cannot be refunded after the show ends.
The pact has been sealed. You can't back out now anyways.
So yeah, just put us on the background, and yeah, let's get into it. Over to you there, Scamp.
Yeah. So last week we talked mostly about the general concept about Beast Girls, and another popular one, even though it was surprisingly difficult to find good pictures of them, Bunny Girls. Well, this week we're gonna, like I said earlier, talking about cowgirls. Not the ones that are just wearing hats, flannel, the
not our
yeehaw type
vampires.
of girls. Like literal cowgirls.
I think it'd be easier to refer to them as minotaurs in this case, so there's less confusion.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Alright, so since most Beast Girls, with a few exceptions, are basically just the same biologically, we don't really have to dive into that too much. However, I would like to name a couple differences that our cows would have with, like, our rabbits.
Yeah. As we go through each Beast Girl, they're each gonna have probably a biological difference that'll be different from the others. So
Yeah.
we'll get into that when it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we got one more question before we get this into us. Scamper, would you waifu?
I know that according to our format, normally I am supposed to say no here, but we are also on the same train of thought that in a couple of years, you and the fellas are gonna invade me for my milk.
Yeah, same brain cell energy. We've been over this.
Yeah, so, just because I did say I need to provide enough milk, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah. I have no initial rejections to our Monster Girls week here, so I guess let's get into it. Starting with our Minotaur cowgirls and such.
Yeah. Okay, so just to see if our debates will change anything as we go, I'm just gonna ask a question I normally ask at the end right now. What happened to Monster Hunter? I took a break to eat soup. This is Wuchu Waifu with Monster Girls. Here we don't slay monsters, here we lay monsters.
We're hunting a different species of monsters.
Welcome to the safari of stupidity. Anyways, what is would you say your general interest in cowgirls would be, or their general or just their waifu rating?
I'd say in general, we'll keep it about a 4 or 5. Nothing really against them, but there's just not much exposure to them in recent media or likes.
That is true.
And if there is, 9 times out of 10, it's the big bulky man Minotaur, which is like, nah, nah.
Yeah.
He can be your husbando, but he's not on a waifu.
I know exactly who I would have to add to the list if one of my other viewers popped in, and I'm not in the mood to grab Morty the Minotaur.
God, we haven't opened up worms, can of worms.
So, would you say that a cowgirl compared to other beast girls would have an additional stomach, or would you think that it's more on the human side of the digestive tract?
I think it's kind of somewhere in between. I just think like 2 stomachs at most, honestly, is the thing. Not 4 stomachs, well, 4 separate. It's like one big stomach, but it's in like 4 chambers, if I'm correct, right? It's like,
sort of, yes.
yeah. So like that, but only like separated into 2, I would say in this case.
Yeah, because honestly, there's not that much of a bulk.
You can get rid of
if
the
we're
intestines
kind of
for
using
room.
human stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what subject should we actually tackle first? Since, of course, a cowgirl is gonna have horns. I definitely expect them to have hoofed feet, but what about their hands? How dexterous do you think they would be?
Actually, while we're talking about kind of like the biology, we should probably just go over the basic biology for the viewers who missed it last week. Honestly, what we probably categorize our beast girls looking like, right?
Oh, sure. Would you like to do the others, or shall I do it?
You can go ahead and do it. It's your show.
All right. So what we categorize as a beast girl, we're gonna go with animal ears. So we kind of have a preference for them to be on top, but they could be on the side depending on the species. Potential different eyes, tails, definitely furred legs, and a little bit more fur than you would normally see in like anime and such. Like
the legs would probably be more the animal side than the human-like.
Yeah. So
tail.
we're gonna see a lot of false backward knees, which are actually just the ankles.
Yeah, that's just how it's structured.
Yeah.
Again, that's like the superior leg version. If we had those, we'd be so much better. That's a topic for another. For another day. But no, so I think the biological difference is a good place to start with our cowgirls. How it's different. So 3 major things I can think off the top of my head that would be different.
Yeah.
Horns is something that's not every beast girl would have. The extra stomach, and the milk production factory.
I mean,
how are we going to handle that?
I mean, normal cows do need to be impregnated at least once to start producing, so it probably would work in a similar way, if I'm being completely honest with you.
But would it come from the chest, or would they have udders?
I mean, they could technically have both. Like, they could have udders, but more towards the chest.
Or we're just multiple, Did I just say nipples?
There is no way around it, if we're being honest.
I was looking for another word, but nah, I gotta be honest here. I gotta stick with that. Just a case of having multiple nipples would be a thing I could suggest, because that is biologically possible for a human to have multiple.
Yeah, like some people even have like remnants of additional nipples, but they're just not used or full grown.
Yep. So I would be fine with having like 6 of them.
Why
So
6? A
ballpark
cow
would
doesn't
be-
even have 6.
Well, I'm including the 2 that's already on the chest, and I'm just throwing 4 on there, for like otherwise. I mean, you have a different number. I'm ballparking here.
Yeah, like normally we lower the amount of body parts they would have from wanting, not just add them together. The centaur is not included.
Why not?
Okay, just making sure. We are classifying centaurs as a whole different can of worms, right?
Oh yeah, get those insects out of here.
Yeah, okay. So since that is a completely different ballpark, they centaur, but I am going to use them for this argument. Centaurs do lean more towards their animalistic counterparts, in a way. But
Yeah.
I do think that beast folks would, compared to centaurs, at least lean more towards the human side.
Well, I'm not saying having full-blown udder is the thing, just the nipple. They don't even have to work, for God's sakes.
I know, but like I said, I think they would be more comparable to their human counterparts. So 4 would be the max when it comes to cows, considering cows themselves only have 4 of them.
I know they had 4 of them, but I was just mixing the 2 since we're kind of like fusing a cow and a human together here. It's different from centaurs because that's literally like 2 halves put together,
Yeah.
honestly. But here we're kind of like fusing it together in this case for our beast girls.
Yeah. So
So,
if we're looking at like shape-wise, I do think they would be comparable to like normal humans, but I do think there would be like a semi-secondary nipple on the breast.
why not just completely down the stomach? Why just on the breast?
Mostly because, like, unlike a lot of other animals, the udders of the cow is all concentrated in like one area, which is comparable to a human breast tissue. While, let's say, a
Yes.
dog has it along their stomach for like, well, sometimes to compensate for like bigger litters. With cows, that isn't really necessary since they don't produce that many offspring in one go.
Yeah, it's like 1 at a time, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I think like the most ever was like 4 or 5.
That poor cow.
Eeny, meeny, miny, and moo.
Son of a bitch.
It's a Tumblr post. You could probably find it if you Google it. Eeny, meeny, miny, moo.
Yeah, of course the internet would vote for those names.
Well, he didn't vote for it. That was just what the farmer named them.
I know, but that definitely sounds just like a fucking Tumblr story. And on the one side, I respect the name, but on the other side, fuck it. I
What's his
hate
name?
that I don't hate
Moo.
it.
Why is his name Moo? Because of his siblings, Eeny, meeny, and miny.
Okay, so back on track and away from the nipples.
Sure.
What I do think compared to humans, minotaurs would definitely have way more muscle mass and just sheer strength.
I think we've established that our beast folk have more lean muscles than we would in this case. Less presence of fat in their bodies in general.
Yep. Well, what's the fat percentage of a cow actually? Because
It's really differentiates by what they eat and everything. It's honestly just like
second. I'm actually just looking up the cow fat ratio.
Google Sensei.
Okay, that is not really what I'm looking for. Butcher's charted. It is
About 5 to 12%.
how much?
About 5 to 12%. Buffaloes.
I'm
have
not
about
sure if
10
that's
to
a
20.
lot, but it doesn't sound like a lot. But to be fair,
I'm
they
pretty
are.
sure, like, for a human, 20% is like obese. Is the thing though for a human?
Oh, in that case, that is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Lava.
If I remember correctly.
Okay, so anything else that is because I did ask a question about their hands. Do you think they would be as nimble as a human hand, or do you think they would be more kind of like comparable to wearing mittens, like less dexterous?
I'm fine with normal human hands, honestly, since we're already giving them.
Fair enough. And
So
and they're definitely gonna be. Okay,
dex-
so sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you would like, how would I say dexterity is like? If I would put it in D&D terms, they would probably have like 8 or 9 dexterity. If you would give them a stat, I would say
You know, that does make sense.
they're more of a power build.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even gonna try and argue with that. Or Constitution build. Anyways,
Yeah, you're fine.
Lavo, you want to get in here now, or just lurk for a little bit?
I kind of want to revisit the stomachs again.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So, are you fine with like the split chamber stomach, or do you want like 2 separate stomachs, kind of thing?
Oh, I think I was the one who advocated for like chambers, like with how it is with a heart last time we did this.
I'm just like confirming facts here, honestly.
Yeah.
So chambers is fine. What kind of diet are we having? Because imagine I'm a pure herbivore, but it could probably be opportunistic carnivore if I really think about it.
I am actually gonna say they would definitely eat a lot of fibers.
Mhm.
Not just. I don't think they would eat a lot of fruits. Let's see. Well, I can see them like eating meats. I don't think they would go actively hunt for it.
That's what I'm saying, like opportunistic kind of thing. You get what I mean?
Yeah, if we're gonna go with a hunter-gatherers ratio, I would say 10% hunters, 90% gatherers.
Yeah. I would say it's more of like they would more likely get meat from self-defense like situations than actually hunt.
Yeah, that does sound pretty decent if I'm being honest.
Like a wild wolf attacks them, they kill it, like use it.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah. You can probably imagine our Minotaur girls being pretty earthly, I would say, in personality, I would say.
I mean, your quotes. Oh, I just realized I fucked up on the Google text. Whoops.
What the heck?
I still have the bunny girl text.
Oh no. Torgal.
Yeah, I didn't want to just write down cowgirl.
That does kind of a question I have. This is going to probably be bringing it up in the more society section when we get to it, but Minotaurs and our cowboy vampires. We having this like symbiotic relation is what I'm kind of imagining too, but
I'm honestly gonna expect them to be more of a rivalry, if I'm being honest.
I could see a symbiotic relationship,
Yeah,
honestly, though, is the thing.
I mean, symbiotic just means those are most relationships. It just depends what
case-
type of symbiotic. Is it parasitic, mutualism, or
it would probably be more mutualism. Like, vampires, of course, being these super strong beings in any genre, honestly, would probably offer to protection to our cow folk here in exchange for some of their blood.
that would definitely make a good guards, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but there is one thing that I have to ask when it comes to minotaurs.
Sure.
Their coats. Are we gonna go for the more just even one-colored coat, like while certain cow breeds tend to have, or are we gonna go with the more modern, domesticated versions with spots?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think our cow folk would have spots. I'm gonna be honest with you. They'd probably be one solid color of like brown, black, or white. Honestly.
Honestly, white cows in the wild is very rare, so
Killing
it's
it.
mostly gonna be more of a brownish shade, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but you get what I mean,
Unless
though.
they are those Highland cows. For Scotland!
But no,
they're
you
just-
get what I mean, though. I don't feel like they'd be spotted.
Yeah, okay. But
Just-
yeah, I do agree that an even coat would also, from a evolutionary standpoint, just make the most sense. Like, I can see them... If we put them in modern time, I can definitely see spotted cows, but that is just die.
Mhm.
Like, fucking highlights.
I mean, I'm not saying they can't have spots, but again, that'd probably be more of a decoration thing than a.
Yeah, like I said,
Anything else?
highlights.
Mhm.
What do you think they would actually think about a cowbell now that I think about it? Would they appreciate that bit of culture, or would they say, that racist?
I would say it depends on which context the cowbell was used. If it was more of a servitude thing, I would probably say they wouldn't enjoy it.
I mean, the cowbell itself is mostly used that farmers were easily able to find their cows.
Yeah. But again, it really depends on the context of where it would come from in our world here.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying they like it, but I'm not saying they would hate it either. So I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah, but would it be more like their own cultural thing, or would it be something that other cultures put on them?
This would be a more kind of a world building question to ask, is the thing.
Is it though?
Yeah, because essentially you're wearing a collar when you're wearing that cowbell, and
No, those would. I would say the tags would definitely be more like that.
both in case.
Okay, fair.
Like, I don't think we're going to be harvesting our cow folk like we do in modern times. Okay,
Yeah.
I think there'd be a question of ethics in that.
We haven't really addressed meat when it comes to our fantasy worlds. Like the Pokemon world, we don't question where it comes from.
It's just there. Again, world building. However, someone wants to flavor it, they can do that. But there's arguments for both sides, I can see.
Yeah.
I do have a question though.
Hmm?
Because you know how after you milk a cow, you're not really supposed to drink the milk because it's not processed? But you can drink breast milk?
Yes.
Like, where are we on that line to it needs work or straight from the tap?
It depends on if you're from the same species or not. That is honestly the main reason why we need to process the milk, because it has a lot of, a lot of acids in it that are specifically catered for a bovine digestive tract.
I can see that, yeah.
So, let's say there's a little bit of Minotaur in you. I would say you can dare to go straight from the tap. Or if you took your lactose intolerance medicine.
Let's see, anything, special we want to talk about or Catholic here.
I think we need to start getting into the culture.
Yeah, I was just double checking if we had anything really left
You know
to
what?
talk about.
I actually am gonna put, like, one of my semi-hills up.
Semi-hill.
Yeah. Because, once again...
What do you got?
Mostly because, once again, you have stated your intent to come invade me for milk. I'm gonna fight for the cowgirls to be fucking European. You can have catgirls if you want, but I'm gonna fight for the cowgirls.
Sorry, I don't know why that got me off fucking guard for a second. Oh, screw it. You really need to supply yourself, don't you? Apparently.
Yes! For God's sake, Jay's coming and he eats chicken bones. I need the extra cartons. Not the extra milk, the actual cartons.
Huh. According to Google Sensei, cows were first domesticated in Iran. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of culture does start around the Middle East, so that does make sense. Iran does... Does Iran have a lot of grasslands?
No.
Was it
No.
just as... Was it as animals as burden?
Cows were decimated in the wild. Roaches progenitor in central Anatolia, the Lebanon, and western Iran. So around India to Iran, looks to be.
Okay, India makes sense.
Fucking worship them over there.
Yeah.
We don't really have an Indian species, do we?
I kind of put, like, lamias around... I was kind of putting llamas around there.
They're in the desert, though.
Yeah, so, you know what? I still want to kind of fight for it, but if we're gonna put these near India, I am willing to accept it. But only because of the fact that they would worship cowgirls like the West
really
would
gone
worship
out that-
catgirls.
We haven't gone that far east, have we? With our,
No, our chimera we put in the Himalayas. Wait, have we put anything in Australia yet? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, sorry. Hello?
Hello, did we put anything in Australia yet?
I don't think so. I don't know why it's not freaking good.
Because, honestly, I think I can imagine our Plants girls would be good over there in the rainforests, but
I imagine they'd be more in like South African, no, South American,
yeah, I think that we settled on Plant girls there.
like the Amazon and all that.
Okay.
See,
Yes, so if
Canadian
we're gonna make
Yeti,
them...
American Bunny Girl, South American
Yeah, like,
Girl.
on the one side it makes sense for them to be both European, because we do a lot with cows, we do a lot with what they make.
Everyone does a lot with cows. They're a really good
I haven't put anything in Australia.
provider.
Over anything overtly deadly yet. Yes, we have.
Multiple times.
Most things end up in South America now that I think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, you could definitely put them everywhere, but hell, you could even start trying to claim the cowgirls because of, well, you know, cowgirls. Also, I still can't believe you got Hee Hard to work in Scrabble.
You need your last hop, partner.
A fucking 108 points!
120.
120?
Yeah. It was
Still, god fucking damn!
Okay, what are you gonna off topic?
Okay, so let's say cowgirls would be left alone. Where do you think
Yeah.
they would end up, like, culturally and on the technology tree?
Well, you know, I can kinda, technology-wise, I could see them kind of like Egyptian.
Okay, so you're saying that they would like the old empire of Egypt. That would
Yes.
be... You're saying that that would be their zenith?
Yeah, I feel like they'd be very like peaceful, if you could say that, down to earth.
I do agree that they would be more of a peaceful. They... I don't see them as like a nomadic tribe, so... That's also up, but honestly, I can actually see them thriving up till like the Industrial Revolution, where with the ironworks, a lot of stuff had to be carried around.
I guess, yeah. I'm not against it.
Yeah, like, I get where you're coming from. Like, I think they would definitely do good in like an Egyptian society when it comes to technology and such. I do just think they do have more in them. Because cows can be surprisingly smart. So, giving them a little bit of credit, I would definitely say Industrial Revolution.
That's why I put them in like Egypt instead of just like your tribal.
Yeah, like I'm also not
Where
gonna
like they
go-
could like build pyramids and sphinxes and temples, like all of that.
Definitely. I'm honestly surprised you didn't. I'm honestly surprised you didn't go with like the epitome of Greek Empire in that case.
I can see it, but hear me out.
Okay.
We have the first domesticated cows forged around India and Iran, right?
Yes.
Egypt's not that far, and we don't have an Egyptian monster girl.
Ha!
Having the Nile as a good source of greens and farming, as well.
Okay, so instead of a monster for India, you kind of want them to be native to the Egypt region.
Yeah.
I can. Okay, so kind of bordering the Sahara and the desert and the savannah. Okay.
Wide, vast fields.
I'm just gonna look up what the most common type of cow is in African. Let's see.
Wouldn't they be wildebeests? Be like similar to the cow species?
Yes, African cattle, the Enkel Watusi cattle, which just have massive Nergigante type horns. There's the humpless boss towers, the humped boss towers, Sangha, which are just African humpless boss towers, and humped, which are crossbreeds.
We're not in Monster Hunter anymore. Come back. Just kidding. I'm kind of want to play with the idea of our Egyptian cowgirls. Honestly, here.
I mean, I'm a...
Like, they
Sorry,
can do, like, they are naturally strong, so they could do the work that, like, all the slaves did. When
All
they
the
constructed their
interns.
big building. Yeah. I mean, that's the same word, isn't it?
Yes. One is just more capitalistic.
But you get what I mean. They could definitely probably like have the strength of at least like a group of 5 of those scrawny guys.
At least.
Honestly.
Oh, real question. How much stronger would you say a regular cow is compared to a human? Like, just sheer strength. What do you think?
Like a regular cow?
Yeah. Like, what do you think would... how many people would they overpower?
Like, how strong is a human on average?
I'm just eyeballing it. I'm gonna say at least 10.
Well, that's our like super buff waifus here. I got it easily out of that. But I'd say like a base cowgirl probably like 2 to 3 times stronger than a normal human.
You know what? I'm gonna raise it to 4.
I am fine with that. Again, ballparking.
Yeah. Honestly, I think 4 easily, and normally I'm the guy who tries to lower it.
Yeah. 4 easily, and then like again, if you have like these super strong buffed up waifus here, yeah, definitely 10. 10.
Okay. While I do find it funny that we're just gonna put it in Egypt because we don't have a lot there, I still think that left on their own they would still easily reach like the Industrial Revolution. But yeah, I do think they would definitely thrive in an old Egyptian or Greek type society. Oh,
Like if you just look
there's actually one trope that I kinda find confusing when it comes to Minotaurs in media.
Sure, what is that?
When you put them in a labyrinth, they suddenly have great sense of directions. The reason they made that labyrinth was to keep that fucker in. So I kind of want to go a counter-argument and just say genetically they have a bad sense of directions.
You just want to flip the script on them?
We've done it with mermaids, we've done it with centaurs, why not with minotaurs?
So our cowgirls get lost easily.
Yes, Zoroides. Exactly, Lava.
Sure. Sure, I'm fine with that, being honest.
Like, if we're just gonna place them along the Nile, then they don't really need, like, expert navigation skills. See the river? You're good. If you hear the river, you're close by. If you don't hear any rustling of moisture, you've gone too far to the west.
Or east. East? I thought you said west!
If there's too much water, you went too far north. Yeah, I'm okay with giving them a bad sense of direction.
I'm down with that.
And if they happen to come across a certain wrencher-wielding bloodsuckers, that would be another service the vampires could potentially provide to make it worth it their while. Fucking tour guides!
Oh god.
Okay, so, as I said, while left alone, I can easily imagine them reaching a Industrial Revolution. But how do you think they would integrate with other races? Because I can see cows being very sociable. But on the other side...
As long as you don't mess with them, they'll be fine with you. If not, very nice to you.
Yeah, because I'm used to, like, cows with a European temperament, which are extremely gentle, like...
Yeah.
Have you seen those little videos of cows are just big dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it's more... But I know that there's also some
but
habitats
like,
with...
But like... I was going to say, like, they're the definition of fuck around and find out in this case.
They're the closest to hippos we're probably gonna address, so yes.
Yeah.
There's a reason why there's a saying, mess with the bull, you get the horns. But, as I was gonna say, I also know that wild cows can be extremely territorial, so...
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that temperamental-wise they would be more like the domesticated cows, or do you think they tend to steer more towards the move, bitch, get out the way?
Well, I assume they would have enough sentience to them that they would know. They're probably the more gentle. I'm going to be honest with you here.
Ah, okay. Because of sentience,
But
you
again,
can say
fuck
they
around and
steer
find out.
towards more comparable to the domesticated cow in behavior.
Yeah. But
Okay.
again, fuck around and find out.
Alright, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. So, which races, including monsters, demi-humans, and stuff we talked about the show, do you think they would get along with most?
Vampires.
I should have seen that one coming.
I've been saying it this whole
Yeah,
episode.
I saw it coming. As soon as I said it, I knew he was just gonna say vampires. But yeah, fair enough.
All right, excluding vampires.
Yeah, let's give ourselves a challenge, shall we?
Yeah. Being located in Egypt is like location a thing because we have them located in Egypt and we spread around that, so there'd be limited interaction. So just unlimited pool, we'll say.
Let's say they do spread out. Like, natively they would come from Egypt, but a lot of monster girls can travel.
Yeah. I would say, call me cliche, but centaurs would be pretty high up on the list.
On the positive note or the negative note?
On the positive note, of course.
I can see where you're coming from, but I can also see some arguments of them being like rivals, at least. Because honestly, they kind of fill the same niche when it comes to the food chain. Both are big hoofed herbivores that honestly just eat the same type of plants.
Yeah, but they have two different temperaments, is the thing here. Unless we get our Rivals to Lovers fanfic in here.
I can't believe how much we actually changed centaurs from just warriors to crafters, where the men are the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that was still fucking funny.
Let's see. I would also say higher up on the list they can get along with. Surprisingly, Lamias, if we're keeping them around the same area.
They would be around... They would thrive in the same area, but I don't think...
Yeah.
I don't think they would be, like, friendly per se, because... mostly basing around on how cows and snakes tend to be towards each other.
Well, again, these guys are part humans, not just pure animals, so...
Yeah, but I definitely know that... Well, no is not the correct word. I definitely assume that Lamias would be on the list of they know what happens when you fuck around.
Yeah, and they found out.
Yeah, like... like Grandma found out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
But with our Lamias being like our nomadic travelers, right? They're pretty nomadic.
Yeah.
They're easily trade partners with the cat girls.
Yeah, but then we're making the Lamias a lot more social than they were at the beginning, but I could definitely see it.
Well, yeah, the cowgirls would like produce crops and such and foods that the Lamias can't normally get in the desert, while the Lamias would produce medicines and such that would be the forte of our cowgirl.
And the Minotaurs would definitely also just provide like heavy labor that
Yeah.
that a lot of races just couldn't do on their own with their muscle strength.
Opinions. Who do you think is up on this list? of
Okay,
interactability?
so I was actually like kind of thinking about potentially harpies, but that was mostly because I was thinking about the symbiotic relationship between cows and birds eating like insects. So that was kind of a like I thought it would look cool, but then I was thinking like, yeah, if we're making them more humanoid, the relationship wouldn't really make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other side, I was just also imagining like a minotaur walking around with a harpy perched on their horns. Huh.
Man.
Yeah, like, I would definitely say they would get along very well with humans.
Yeah. Again, fuck around, find out, but that's most stuff.
Yeah, but that's also with humans.
Oh, there's a lot there that we can unwind.
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms that we are not dealing with. Okay,
I got kind of a fun question here.
Ooh.
Do the size of the horns indicate importance in the herd or tribe?
I think it's more the density of the horns that matters. Like, sure, you have nice looking horns, but I can flick and they break. Versus, okay, sure, they are a little stubby, but I've seen you break bricks with them. Like, there's definitely a category that's probably even, like, engraves their horns as,
Oh, they would definitely decorate their horns.
yeah. Like, I can, especially the ones around India.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those will inlay them with gold. Like, I could definitely see them using them for vanity, but I do think that utility over looks would be more favored.
Or do we just have, like, pretty kind of same within the herd is the thing.
Yeah, because...
Straight up, out and straight, up and curve back, curve forward.
Honestly, like, when you go north, the horns tend to be a little bit shorter and stubbier, but in Africa, the animals have weird horns. You got them twisted, you got them, honestly, massive. Like,
I mean, what's that one deer species with, like, the spiraled horns? It's like, god damn, that's a good spear.
Wait, are we talking about a type of cow or a type of deer or
It's like a
gazelle?
type of deer, antelope, gazelle, whatever.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them. I cannot pinpoint which one you exactly mean, because, once again, there are a couple of them.
Ah. Let me look if I can find a photo.
Yeah, like, I know what you mean, like, wait, is the one that with the horns more pointed towards the back, or the one...
Fixing whatever that's stabbing.
Yeah. Okay, so, fantasy-wise... where would they fit in a magical world?
Kind of stuff here, or free flow it.
Sorry, what?
Oh. I said, is it our classic D&D world, or are we free flowing magic here?
I mean, we do both.
Yeah. Well, let's see. They would be more, I would say, enchantment wise into school.
Okay, this might be my World of Warcraft nostalgia speaking, but they would definitely be more on the druidic side, I would say.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Potentially... Sorry, I just thought of a very stupid headcanon if we're gonna put them for the American Minotaurs.
Why?
Fucking UFO spotters, like... The bunch of them are just a bunch of tinfoil hats maniacs. Like, the man is gonna get you!
Oh, it wasn't enchantment. It was transmutation. That's what I was feeling.
Transmutation? Really?
Change stuff into other stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna let you cook here. Elaborate. Why would cows be good at transmutation?
Well, for one, we don't really got a transmutation kind of magic creature here. I'm not saying turning lead to gold kind of levels here, but
You're You're saying shaping material into different shapes, like
Yeah.
taking lumber and then just transforming it into nice square columns.
Yeah, stuff like that. Make a wall out of mud and earth and such.
All right, yeah. Is that considered transmutation? Okay, yeah, I could definitely see it there. I'm just thinking, like, I feel like we had creatures that would be good with transmutations, but different scales of transmutation.
I mean, one of the classic D&D spells is literally Mold Earth, where you can shape it like mud.
That is fair.
There's
Which is
also,
honestly a surprisingly good spell.
Primal Savagery is also a D&D spell, which increases.
Oh
their
yeah, I
size, their
know what
horns.
Primal Savagery does. It's my once I discovered it, became my favorite druid cantrip after Shillelagh.
Yeah, because you can use it.
Well, there's definitely the obvious one, Barbarian.
Yeah, I guess. Don't wanna be boring.
How many times have we said fuck around and find out?
Yeah. That's so obvious.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Since aliens would probably be great old ones, they would be good warlocks.
I guess. Druids is top for sure.
Yeah, definitely druids. Shamans, so potentially Circle of Nature clerics in a way. Or would it be more Oath of Ancient Paladins?
It'd be more clerics, guys, honestly.
You think they steer
Cleric
more
of
towards
Life,
the
Cleric of
caster
Nature.
instead of martial?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it's obvious that these are barbarians / fighters. Let's be fucking honest with ourselves here.
I would
But this
not
is
say
what they
fighters
weren't.
if I'm being honest.
I don't think you understand fighters, what they actually are. You know, fighters is not a trained martial artist, right?
Yeah.
They're just really good at fighting.
That is fair. Sorry, I'm just imagining one of the silliest things that media has done involving cows.
Hell, if we're going to do martial, fuck it, let's make them monks.
Strength-based monks, I assume.
It's possible.
That's just a barbarian. With Tavern Brawler.
And key. Don't forget the fucking key.
They don't have ki, they have calcium.
Nah, but if you really, like, think about it with, like, Indian heritage and all that, monk would actually be very up there as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, if we're talking about that part of the bovine culture.
The spiritualism and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say really tops are like druids and monks, if I'm gonna be honest here.
I am gonna swap monks for clerics, if I'm being honest.
Monks are known to use their natural weapon.
Also fair.
Like, I'm not saying they can't be clerics, but I think they'd be okay.
Yeah, okay, you know, just because of the horns, yeah, I'm gonna put monks at number 2. They're
The
definitely
Minotaur race
wisdom
really
casters.
gets a gore attack. Yeah. Yeah, they're not intelligence based.
Alright, so honestly, when it comes to a magical world, like no distinct habitat,
yeah,
I'm actually starting to imagine them more bordering mountainous terrains, because those are great landmarks you can see from a distance, meaning you don't really need good navigation skills.
Or just a wide open plain also works too. Let's be honest here.
Yeah. not in the mountains, by the way.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap up for cowgirls for now. We're coming to a kind of this section here. So anything to wrap up on our
Okay. What do you think the gender ratio would be? Like 50-50, more steering towards men, more steering towards women?
I would say if they're able to harvest their own milk, I would say it'd be maybe more the female ratio, like 30-70, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, that does sound about good. No, just a question. During this entire debate, has your opinion on cowgirls shifted somewhere?
I mean, I'm a little bit more interested. My waifu rating's pretty much staying.
Alright, so general interest became like 5, 6?
Six-ish, we'll say. If we're making our Egyptian heritage.
Ooh, imagine a cow team sphinx. That would be kind of dope.
I will banish you to the ATM.
But yeah, I also just like the idea of cows just being super into sci-fi and aliens and such.
Well, there's always an outlier for everything, so...
Yeah, I know. I'm just find it funny with the American stereotype of cows being kidnapped by aliens.
Well, I think it's time to move on to the elephant in the room. The heavy hitter of the week, the cat girl. So, why don't we get Lava in here if he's still around?
Lava, if you're here, get your ass in here!
We're gonna need more leaves.
Does he deserve his own bush, though?
There's a small one.
I had to hang up on my mom.
Welcome, Lava!
Hi. I had to hang up. My mom called.
No worries.
You had like a few minutes. So.
God damn it. She's calling back. Hold on.
Sure, let me just,
Get the bush.
Yeah, one second. I'm first finding a place where to place the men.
Put it like right in the middle, like just peeking out. With just his head peeking out.
Alright. One second, let me first get the reactive ready. Also, hello there, Achilles. You missed the part about cows, but we're about to start talking about what's up, pussycat. Whoa.
Fuck your old.
I am not gonna deny that. Okay, so since cat girls were the yeah, just returned from a walk and found the most of my time dice.
For mercy's sake.
All good on your end over there? It's a Negatron, John.
One second, let me just grab a lava reactive since I didn't have to do that before.
Feel like you should have done that before stream.
I didn't have him in a voice chat to do that.
I was in voice chat before.
Wait, you were?
Yes.
He was.
Oh shit, I did not know.
I couldn't fucking talk because I was in a car, remember?
Oh. Yeah, because I had Streamlabs up, I did not actually hear you enter. So that is definitely my bad.
Well, welcome, Lava, to
Hi.
Would You Waifu?
Hi, glad to be here. If I mute again, it's because my mom called my dad about something and I have to deal with that.
Oh boy.
Which is fair.
Yeah, I apparently missed an assignment.
Oh boy.
Yeah, didn't even know I did.
Here you go. Have your little bush.
Why, thank you.
And you also got a compliment on your profile picture.
Hell's he.
Anyways, cat girls are something that you were very eager to talk about, so
Yeah.
would you like to do a little intro about them? We
Yeah.
never prepare beforehand. We just... The only thing I prepare for is just collecting pictures and making sure to pronounce it properly.
Getting cat girls, Nyan.
Yeah, how else are you gonna pronounce it?
Lava, 90% of the show is
Is improv?
Yeah.
Nah, my specialty.
Yeah, you just have to get past hello.
Bitch!
Hey!
Ironic considering the race of that character.
Oh, right, I remember I had to come into a voice chat one time to say, hey, Lava, it's time for you to be a cat girl.
Yeah. It was Evelyn.
Ah,
Oh,
so, Lava, should I give you a little bit of a rundown how we normally talk about the girls here?
yes, please.
First, we tend to kind of go into the biology, but since cat girls are basically just can basically just be human, they have no real discernible traits worth mentioning, I would say, unless you disagree with that. Then we just start to...
Aside from the ears and tail.
Yeah, but a lot of Beast Girls will have that during this Safari of Stupidity.
Yeah. First biology, then we work over to civilization, and where they would be in today's world and such. But,
Okay.
And honestly, we just fuck around, like, we come up with the weirdest shit, like Latino
Yeah,
kobolds.
I was here earlier. I heard you guys talking about the D&D class, and I was just like, because Blackout said for the cowgirls about barbarian. I just sat there like, just because it's obvious doesn't mean it's wrong.
True.
That's why they're picking. But yeah. Anyway.
Says the man that always goes for the low-hanging fruits.
I mean,
Sorry, the low-hanging
I'm not gonna
others
no
in this
comment.
case.
The low-hanging udders. That's great.
There reminds me, I need to
alright,
pick more other-
so Lava, about our Beast Girls, we probably should go over what they generally look like, so you get an idea in your head what we talk about when we discuss them.
That would be great.
So we
Alright.
got our animal ears on the top or side. Does not really matter in some cases because outliers are outliers. No human ears. 4 ears are a no-no here.
Got it.
Obvious tail of the specified animal, and we will have the bottom half pelvis down being animal in nature.
So pelvis up, human, pelvis down, animal.
Pretty much.
Yeah, a little bit more furry than your run-of-the-mill cat girl, by the way.
Okay.
Like, a good baseline would be a satyr, but
Yeah, that's what I thought of when you guys were talking about ones earlier. Like, have they done satyrs?
No.
didn't we? I feel like
No. They've been mentioned, but we
they
haven't.
probably
really
will
got
come
to it.
during the Safari of Stupidity.
That's fair.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be hard to find pictures. I already know that
Alright.
because I had to play a satyr for D&D once.
I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
we don't have next week's front runner set up, so
True. So, Lava, why
Yeah.
your what is your interest in cat girls?
Yes.
on a scale of 1 to 10 for the artist.
Yeah.
1 to
There's-
10.
Okay, so a first general interest, like how much would you really invest in knowing about if cat girls were real, and how much you want to them as a waifu is a different sector. Like, those are just two different factors that we are.
The answer
curious
is still yes, Lentil.
about. On a scale of 1 to 10, I went numbers for the science.
Did I stutter?
Because they can improve or decrease depending
Yeah.
on the competition.
I'll go solid 8, so we have like there's margin to go up and down here.
All right.
Fair. And your waifu rating.
Alright, that one's gonna be a 10.
Gotcha.
All right.
It's either 10 or 9. It's very
Yeah.
more towards 10, but I'll say 9.
It's
So,
fun to have a
'cause
10.
again- Yeah, okay, 10.
You're definitely allowed to have favorites. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do.
that's why
It's
you're
cat
here.
girls.
in my
Right here.
case,
Anyway.
I'm gonna put, when it comes to general interest, gonna put cat girls above the canines, because honestly, cats are just kind of funny creatures.
Yeah.
I think I gave them before stream like, I want to say 7-ish, 8-ish when it comes to general interest, but when it comes to waifu, I'm gonna give them like a 5 or a 6.
Coward.
Coward.
Fuck your allergies. Embrace it.
Oh fuck.
Uh,
I'm embracing it. And I have allergies.
To be fair, there's also a
allergies
lot
too,
of
actually,
different races that
disappointing.
you guys went lower and I went higher, so...
yeah, but I have allergies too, and I'm not a coward. Solid 9 waifu rating because they're not my top. Girl.
Yes, sir.
They're not my top, but they're up there. Top 3.
Yeah, so this would definitely be the Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece of the Beast Girls.
Seems like it.
Yeah, pretty much the big 3.
Okay, out of curiosity, which of the big 3 would cats be? Because I'm gonna say Bleach.
Fair.
Yeah. What are the other 2 of the big 3 for Beast Girls?
Fox girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the immediate Fox.
Yeah. Wait, what was the other big
Wolf would
3
be the
again?
other one?
Wolf or dog slash. Wolf slash dog.
K9.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
do, have
that range.
we do already have someone planned for foxes if they can be free on that day.
Yeah, you need to start mentioning them about that.
Once we
But,
decide when we're
let's
doing
see.
foxes, I will.
Which
Anyway,
is next week.
So, is there anything specific you want to add to the biology of cat girls?
Specifically to the biology. Oh god.
You can get
how about I
freaky
help
because
out and go
Blackout
first?
started cowgirls with nipples.
With nipples. Yeah, I heard.
There are very few limits here, honestly.
I can tell.
The most limits we had was during the Devil Angel episode and the Goblin episode.
Why goblins?
R word.
Oh.
Let's just say Goblin Slayer media.
Oh. I see.
Yeah.
Curse you,
that-
Japanese!
Shoot Japan!
I actually would like to add something to the cat girls.
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, so most of our beast girls are, in physical ways, both superior to both the animal part because of the human dexterity and such, and better than their human counterpart, sometimes because of movement speed, strength, durability. But I'm actually gonna say that cat girls are biologically inferior to normal cats.
All right. What are you cooking over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
how so?
Okay, so you know the meme of cats are liquids?
What?
If it fits, it
Every
sits.
Oh,
every
that.
state of form.
Yeah,
matter.
like okay, so that is mostly because cats have evolved to, if their skull fits through an opening, they can just slink through it like a weasel
Oh, but a
with 9
human
lives.
skull is more dense.
You know a rat can do the same thing, right?
Yeah, but
Well, rats are also a lot smaller than cats.
yeah, but I'm talking about a skeletal structure right here. But because of humanoid shoulders, they're gonna be like, help me, step human, I'm stuck.
Oh god.
Like that would help
Well,
for the
I'm not
waifu
saying
rating,
negative
but
here.
That's fair. Like, humanoid body is a definite factor when it comes to superiority over cats.
I'm waiting
like-
for the negative factor here because that sounds like a reward.
Like I said-
that is true though.
like I said, it will help with the waifu rating, I will admit.
that number ain't dropping.
I'm just saying, biologically speaking, they have a couple of downsides provided by the human influence.
They also have their upsides, like over their human half from the cats. Like, they are. I would say they're still very much more dexterous than us.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
no way around that.
Yeah, they're definitely more limber. Like, a base cat girl would be comparable to a prescient contortionist human.
Probably just a gymnast, being honest. Not like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, okay,
like either an athlete or a gymnast type
And
deal here.
gymnast, like, they would
Not-
definitely
not
be more limber.
Or not athlete like lifting shit, like fucking runner.
Yeah, we had strength. This time we're dealing with agility.
Yeah, we have we have the strength build and the dex build.
I do think that a couple things are gonna be... Honestly, one of the benefits they would actually get from their human half would actually be their more developed taste palette.
Oh yeah.
Because since cats are mainly carnivorous, and carnivores have a less developed taste palette, if you provide the humanoids more omnivore diet, they would be able to discern a lot more details in their food.
Cat tongues are actually way more sensitive than the humans. Like they can't handle hot stuff.
Yeah, sensitive to that, yes, to different temperatures. But I'm talking about...
He does have a point though. They would be able to tell more distinctions from things.
Yeah, I'm talking purely about flavor. Like,
Oh god, if they're more sensitive to spices, I fear for the Hispanics among the cat girls.
Oh god, they're British.
Well, I think we just determined where we're putting them.
Want to know something fun? Before we put the cowgirls in Egypt, I actually was gonna say...
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say...
I put my trickster emote.
I know, but I was gonna say... I actually was gonna put the cat girls in Egypt because of cultural bastard worship, yada yada yada. And was gonna fight for the cowgirls, but give you guys the cat girls. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, since we kind of put cowgirls there, it is actually kind of funny to make them British.
What is this spice that you keep speaking of?
You know what? It actually makes
Hi,
sense now that I
Mike.
think
Yeah.
about it. Because
Good night, Governor.
Yeah.
I that was a mixture between fucking Australian and British. Fuck.
to be fair,
you got it wrong,
Australians are
Lava.
just banished British people, so...
Good day, governor.
Good night, Governor.
Good day, Governya. Okay, we now have a headcanon when it comes to cat girls. Whenever one of us plays one, we have to do a British accent.
I probably was gonna do British for my next character anyway.
Okay, so since one person isn't here, 1 second. Hero, are you here? I'm gonna assume no. Wanna know what I've learned is the best way to piss off British people lately?
What?
Refer to
What?
tea as hot brown water.
I mean, okay.
Well, someone's guy.
Let's see. Okay, so biologically, I don't think... Oh, wait. There's something that might actually lower the waifu rating.
What?
Since we did dabble on their tongue. You know what is a signature for cat tongues, right?
Oh, the sandpaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You were
I'm not
raising
seeing
the
that.
score for shitty human shoulders, so I was gonna expect to at least knock a half point off because of sandpaper
No.
tongue.
You don't think we know what we're getting into?
Fair.
Do you not see the quote that I have there?
Also fair.
Let's see. Okay, I got a question. Kind of like all felines, kind of the retractable claws. Where are we going to stand
Ooh.
on that?
Okay. I'm gonna say it would kind of make sense, but I'm just imagining how it would
Or
look on
Wolverine
more...
cat girls?
Wolverine cat girls. They gotta keep their wrists perfectly straight.
Oh, like the horror frog.
No, that's how Wolverine has to do his.
I know, but there's literally a frog that does it by breaking its finger bones every time. But I do think that they would have to kind of ball their fist to make kind of limited to like a hook. A hook,
Yeah?
at least not with outstretched fingers.
Huh.
We're at least gonna give them like toe beans, right? Like a little kitty
Well, if
cat.
it's pelvis, if it's down, then they would have cat.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, because with the beast girls, the hands tend to be always different than the feet. Like, the feet, it makes sense, but top-wise, what about their scratchers?
Huh.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Oh, a different thing. What about
That's a good
whiskers?
question.
Since that is honestly a surprisingly important sensory organ for cats.
Oh yeah, because it. Yeah. Honestly, either way is fine. A lot of the times it doesn't like, at least when they're put in media, they don't need them per se.
Yeah, but we're talking about like realistically, if they were real, they probably would have evolved either with them or like how we still have rudimentary.
Time you saw a cat girl with like whiskers.
Sorry, what did you say?
Have I been cutting in and out?
No, I was just kind of rambling, and then I just heard you say something. So
I thought I was cutting in and out. Hello?
hello.
Hello.
Am I cutting in and out?
No, I can
No,
just hear you. I can just hear you guys fine. Don't worry.
But what I was saying was, when it comes to like when they're put in media, they don't seem to need the whisper.
We kind of sometimes give a middle finger to media. Like, you would not believe how our mermaids look versus media mermaids.
How do your mermaids look?
Kind of
Very
grayish, more
different.
like seals.
Oh my god.
And they fight by kind of grappling. Like, we're not giving them tridents. We're giving them, like, gills in their armpits, and they basically just wrestle for dominance.
That's just a funny image.
Yeah. Okay,
But
so
if that's the case, then they would need the whiskers?
I can
Okay,
imagine that.
okay, give it to him.
Wait, how far on the furry scale are we going with cat girls
That's
here?
what I'm trying to figure out here.
1 second, I'm grabbing the furry scale.
The furry scale.
Posted it before.
Oh, right, yeah. It probably should still be
It's in there before Christmas.
in the pics dumpster file, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna scroll up in the meantime. Oh, yeah, I found it.
3.
Okay, Lava, just look at pic dumpster file and...
Okay, I see it.
So where would you put them on the furry scale? Because Blackout is going for 3.
Honestly, either 3 or 2, I'm thinking.
3. If I'm drunk, we can talk 4.
If I'm drunk, we can talk 4. I could see 3 or 2 working with how you guys have described it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We kind of generalize it, so it's more like 2, being honest here.
Yeah. I think our beast girls tend to be at like 2.5.
Yeah, that's why I said between 3 and 2
Yeah.
with how you guys have described it.
You should probably put the chart back up for those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah, 1 second.
Also,
All
I
I'm
love
hearing
that
is
you got
2,
Blake.
3, maybe 4.
I love that you got Blake and Blair here for this.
I had to pick good cat girls, okay?
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, they're classics.
I think that's it for biology.
Yeah, it might be.
Pretty much, because the eyes are pretty self-explanatory, because we're definitely gonna give them cat eyes.
Oh,
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
second. Just gonna add the scale.
Absolutely, we are.
Behold the furry scale.
The furry scale.
Just keep that in the corner.
I'm gonna put it in your corner. I'll take it. Just...
Yeah, that's what we were saying with 2 and 3 and
Yeah.
possibly 4.
If he's drunk.
I said we can talk.
Let's be honest. 4 is more mascot territory.
Yeah, 4 is like Morgana and shit.
Did Blackout stutter though?
He did not.
I said we talk about it. I didn't say anything past that.
Yeah. Okay, so honestly, let's say we leave cat girls on their own, like no other sentient races would be around.
Oh god.
Where do you think they would end up, either culturally or like on the tech tree? Like, we're not talking about where they're placed. I'm just talking about where they would end up cultural.
Honestly,
Yeah, how far in civilization would these get?
first thing that came to mind, like feudal Japan.
Okay. That is pretty sophisticated considering they already had fucking like clockwork robots back then.
They had what?
Yeah, they went steampunk, my man.
Oh my god.
I'm not even exaggerating. Look up Karakuri.
Oh, no, I don't need
Not-
to. I know what those look like.
Yeah.
Not the Yu-Gi-Oh card, the actual thing.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I'm genuinely impressed they made that back then.
I 100% misspelled it because I got the One Piece character.
I'll help you find something.
I don't know, honestly. I really can't put them that far ahead because cats are dumb.
Cats are dumb. Well, okay, yeah, that's right. I get scared by pickles.
That is because they think they're snakes.
Did I stutter?
It's also cucumbers, by the way.
Like,
Whatever, you get it.
Yeah, yeah.
it's gotta be tribal, but where? I would say. I don't think they can get far on their own.
Oh, Karakuri. I typed in Kata.
Mongolia?
You know, considering we made them British.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
British.
right.
Hello, Governya.
Hello, Governya. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning.
Oh god, I'm hosting with a couple of Pelicos.
You're just now realizing this?
So you can't do this by yourself. Got it.
If it's a talk show, no. If it was a fake documentary about Monster Girls, I could potentially make it work, but honestly, we wouldn't have had cowboy vampires.
You guys put cowboy. You guys made
Vampires are American and they're cowboys.
That's amazing.
It just made
Everything
sense.
fit. Think anything about a cowboy, vampires can do it.
That's
Ryan.
You need to watch our undead episode, Lala. You'll get
I
more content.
probably will.
Anyways, yeah, consider they're British, and when cats are quote-unquote released, they tend to become invasive species.
Yeah.
Oh god, we
They-
just unleashed another invasive species on Britain.
Well,
They're British.
we
Oh my
unleashed
god.
we unleashed the Great Britain Empire.
The Great Britain Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I want to put one more bit of evidence in to make cats just colonial England. Long live the Queen. Considering how much cats like to be worshipped, they're fucking British.
Species that can't handle spices. Yeah.
Oh god damn!
Yeah, so considering you said...
It fits together like a fucking puzzle.
Yeah, this is what happens on our show.
Yeah!
Shit happens that we don't.
The red cats are coming! The red cats are coming!
The cats are coming!
Oh.
God, just imagine that in Hamilton.
Oh. You know what? That actually does make sense. The only reason they couldn't tip over the pyramids it was because it was too big. Like, welcome to Would You Waifu, where we can come up with even dumber headcanons than...
Dumber arguments.
And the worst part is, we are sober.
Or at least we think we are.
We are coherent enough to be considered sober in
Fair
Europe.
enough.
Yeah, it's not 5 o'clock yet.
It's not 5 o'clock yet. It's getting closer.
I speak for yourself.
For you.
Yeah.
Just a 6-hour time difference.
Yeah.
9 for him then.
Yeah. God, British cat girls.
Oh, I can't believe that fit together so perfectly. Fucking British cat girls is what we're going with.
You know,
You know how
I actually can make the make it click even more, considering we made Bunny Girls American.
How can you make it click more?
Instead of the Boston Tea Party, they just threw in catnip in the harbor.
Fuck in the water, they just threw catnip. The Boston Nip Party.
Okay, that can mean something completely different.
That's precisely why I said it.
Speaking of Boston Nip Party, how many do you think cat girls have?
God.
We had to speak about it with cows, so why not with pussy?
Well, yeah, well, with cows, they have udders.
Yeah,
Just 2. Just 2.
really, you're gonna give we're planning on giving cows 6, but cats only 2.
Because cows could have actually used them.
So do cats!
But they don't use them as much as cows.
That's because we made them to. Who's the coward now? I say with the amount of stray cats we have, we can genetically breed them to make damn our milk producers.
Well, no, but
Are you sure you're sober over there?
you.
I am
100%
very
sure
passionate
you-
about having enough milk when the Americans start invading, okay? You
5
never
years,
stated it had to be
5
cow milk.
years.
We're coming for your milk, Lentil.
Yes!
5 years, Lentil.
Almost 4.
Almost 4.
Yeah, you never stated it had to be cow milk. I am preparing for the apocalypse.
He's preparing for us with cat milk. Jay, who you getting cartons for? How the fuck are you preparing for me? A black fucking hole.
For
We're gonna
you,
play milk roulette.
you get... We have almond milk, we have... Do you want from a nut, from a plant, from a weed, from a leaf? I want it from
Almond,
a nipple,
soy,
please.
goat, cow, 1%, 2%.
There is...
Because
Wait.
that's a.
Oh. Unrelated to cat girls at all, but more related to the milk invasion.
I love how that's what we're calling it now.
Want to know what's actually pretty close to my house?
A milk farm.
There's a
milk
horse milker.
Are they female horses?
I've been told not to answer that without my lawyer present.
Hi, I'm your. Damn it! I don't have a Phoenix Wright one. I was about to go. Hi, I'm your lawyer. Wait, I can make one quickly.
How did I not know that?
The horses are around.
Okay.
Well, the buckets are full and the horses are happy. What else do you want me to do?
But to be honest, I don't know. I assume it just it's just labeled on the building, horse milker.
Because there's one thing that comes to mind, and it's it was an episode of Rick and Morty. And it's not the milk you're thinking of.
Okay, so to answer your question, Achilles, because you never asked me about dairy products.
We're not asking.
We're not asking.
Milk, the European oil. Meanwhile, back in the safari of stupidity. Okay, so with our...
I got it.
What did you get?
Hi, I'm the lawyer. I'm present now.
1 second, let me just move you up a little bit more.
Do not move me up. I'm gonna swap back to my normal thing in a moment.
Yeah, I just moved you a little bit to the middle.
Nick is just fucking low because he's in the base positioning.
I mean, he is about it.
You know, I can't even argue with that with how Phoenix Wright has been going for us.
Okay. Moving you back to...
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm about to shoot back up.
Not by much.
The only problem I have with cat girls being in Britain is they like the sun,
Oh,
where
God!
it's relatively not available in Britain.
Why do you think they're an invasive species?
They're invading other places. They're invasive in the terms of they want to invade for the sun.
We're here to take your son.
What?
Do you mean our with an O? No, with a U.
No. Do you mean with an O? No, with a U. Give us the ball of light.
The great laser pointer war of '97.
World War weather.
Pearly Chaplin.
God.
Oh, that's something that would be fun. Their instincts when it comes to that, would they follow more of the cats to where laser pointer just start chasing it?
To be fair, humans do that, and since we're kind of mixing the both of them, yes.
Oh, they're fucked.
Oh god.
All we need to beat them is a laser pointer.
All we need to beat them is just a cucumber.
A cucumber, a laser pointer, and some catnip.
Star Wars was banned from Britain in this case. They all kept clawing at the screen.
They couldn't stop. Nothing could stop them. We tried.
The movies are worst, best exercise I had in weeks. You went to the movies.
Did I stutter?
Okay, how can we make this even more stupid?
I think we're peaking at stupidity at the moment.
We don't peak here. It continues.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I apologize.
Get off that plateau and get more stupid with us.
Drop into the valley even more.
Okay.
Find a way to go beyond negative.
Okay, so you know how there's kind of beef between like England and Scotland?
Where did you put the wolves?
Nowhere yet, but for Scotland!
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we have your wolf place.
For Scotland!
Okay, so I was just imagining like what would a Scottish wolf girl look like, and I just imagine like one of the daughters of the Scotsman from Samurai Jack. Okay, so I'm gonna try to reel it in a little bit. You guys can try to derail it if you want.
You want me to try?
We will do so splendidly.
I forgot what I was about to. What I said. Forget about what
We're
I said about
already
you.
winning.
Yes. To be fair,
Yes,
I kind of
Victory
had
is
a
ours
little bit
for
of input
certain
in this one.
blackout.
But
Priority is in our court.
okay, so biologically speaking, do you think that cat girls would be more on the taller side, or would they be more on the petite side?
That one would depend, really.
Like, let's say you have your average human compared to a average cat girl. Who would be the taller one? If we're just speaking like averagely, because
average humans probably would be taller. On average, humans would probably be taller. It depends on, like, if we're going with different breeds of cat, it depends on that, because there are some long motherfuckers.
The first cat ever was called a Mao. It's a Pokemon.
But it could, yeah, it would depend if it's like different breeds. If we're talking about generic, I could see them more or less being around the same. Maybe humans like slightly taller, but not by much.
One second,
Well,
I just had an.
It's also again just how you guys have explained it to me.
I have an intrusive thought. Hold up.
If
I'm
we're
gonna Google
talking
Sensei something real quick. I'll be right back.
Go for it.
If we're talking normal household cat, definitely smaller.
Oh yeah,
but if
normal
we're
household
moving
cat, smaller. Different
if we
breeds,
expand-
I would say taller.
Not breeds. If we expand the feline family to like tigers and lions and like
Okay, yeah, no,
pumas.
that's what. Okay, yeah, no, then yeah, still probably taller with the different breeds or different families. But like, the reason I say that is like generic black cat versus the long motherfucker is what I mean by like the different breeds.
The long motherfucker. You
I don't know the name of it. I don't research
how-
cats.
You shut up! You knew you were gonna be here.
Okay, I am not getting what I was expecting.
Ha! He can't prove his point.
No, I was honestly just looking for cat girls in British clothing. I just typed in British. I just typed in British cat girls, and then one of the. Apparently, there's like a comic. That's not really what I'm into, and then I see an image that just says things that suck about being a furry in the UK.
What is?
It's just I haven't clicked the YouTube video yet.
Oh, it's a YouTube video.
British cat girls go, hello.
Hello, Governya.
Hello, Governya.
Hello.
Alright, so if we're going
Oh
with our...
God! Wait, one of the fucking main dishes I thought of when it comes to Britain is fish and chips. It really just kind of connects.
Yeah.
This is Cowboy Vampires Part 2. Cat Boogaloo.
Cat girl boogaloo.
I think we finally have something that topped the No wait, we
You're
also
welcome.
had we also had a decent epiphany with the kobolds, if I recall correctly.
Aztecian kobolds.
Yeah,
That's taking kobolds.
yeah, like the
That's just a funny sentence.
imagine just an abuela kobold with their proficient in the chancla.
He eats the chancla across the planet. I'm just imagining just fucking a minotaur with a gold.
Oh
with a
god,
fucking
I just
chancla.
realized. You've seen me play two red ranged characters, one being competent and the other being hunter.
We're not even calling her bad.
I know what she's about.
The word you're looking for is incompetent.
Nope, hunter
No,
is
because
better.
that's a disgrace to the word incompetent. He called 3 shots as misses and then proceeded to miss. He has
3 shots that you were present for. I've done it more.
He has, and I said it last night, but I'll say it again. This motherfucker has the Will Wheaton curse where he fucking rolls horribly.
Bitch, hunter hex.
Right, the Hunter Hex. My bad. We have Lava Look and the Hunter Hex. How could I forget? The only downside of your hex is you can't pass it on to people.
It is. And the fun fact, Hunter isn't even my most unlucky character, like I said.
I still find that bullshit.
You do not
Alright,
know
I'm
the
gonna bring
menace.
it back to the cat girls and not the stupidity.
Okay,
Keep
yeah.
the stupidity. Come back to the cat girls.
Alright. Okay, so since I did mention my other red ranged character that was competent, that is kind of a segue into Evelyn.
Oh, my wizard.
Yes. So, fantasy-wise, because we kind of established where they would. Wait, what would
Dex builds.
what would their top tech be if left alone?
You went from magic to tech build?
Sorry, yeah, I just wanted to. Sorry, I kind of got confused in all of the.
You crossed the wire there, my man.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
He rolled a 1 on cohesion.
Back to what my question. In a fantasy setting, what do you think cat girls would be good at or specialize in?
As I said, I see them like I can see like anything dexterous really working for him.
Charisma rogue.
Charisma rogue, yeah. The British charisma. Oh god, Jack. Nope, gonna snip that one in the butt.
No. You gotta continue the thought
I
now.
was about to say Jack the Ripper, but a cat girl.
Jack the Ripnya.
Jack the Ripper.
I'm just trying to think like that would be kind of cool.
What I was thinking before I joined was Ranger, maybe.
I can see.
I was not really
Ranger.
sold on Ranger, but it's one that came to mind earlier.
Like-
I'm honestly gonna say no.
Like Rogue obviously works better. It's just one that came to mind.
Yeah, definitely rogue.
Because like Dex build Rogue, come on.
Yeah.
There's one correct option here.
Yeah, I'm honestly gonna say rogue, and normally I would like to try and justify Arcane Trickster, but with our cat girls, I feel like we're making them just dumber than the media's cunning vision of the cats.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have
we're gonna give
well,
them-
we have
gonna give 'em
house
magic.
cats.
Yeah, it's house cat, not wild cat. Totally
So if-
different.
Yeah.
A house cat can't fucking hunt.
Yeah. I really like
Not.
we like most people when they think of cat girls they think of like sophisticated, cunning, always something up to something. We
You see that laser over there?
get
I'm gonna touch
Martian.
it.
We just have British. We just have the British red cats.
But I'm just imagining like low
Rogue
strength with the
steel.
high dex.
Rogues that steal everything, they're British.
British.
Honestly, yeah, just fucking around with traps, trying to steal everything. I was gonna say like dex-based
Untrusting,
fighter.
really. A dex-based fighter I could see working for the more competent ones.
I was as a joke. I was gonna say when you said Ranger, I was gonna say the return of Big Frank.
I don't really see much else. House.
Worst case scenario, Warlock.
I guess.
Patron
If we're
of the
doing
laser
charisma
lights.
caster, I could argue sorcerer. This isn't just because I love sorcerer.
I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing it. I'm being honest.
Okay, so if we're going
I
with
can see
like
that one working a bit more than warlock.
if we're going with like Eastern cats and how cats are being treated in like Egypt, then yes. But with our cat girls, I can see them honestly going Warlock, mostly Archfey, or just literally Patron of the Laser Light.
Patron of the laser light.
What do you think their Eldritch Blast is?
Their eldritch. It's not even magic. Their eldritch blast is them pulling out a laser pointer and hitting the enemy with it.
No, it's their patron pointing a laser pointer at it. Sick him, go.
Sick him, get him.
My God has guided me to kick your ass.
My guide has guided me. Ah!
Divine intervention. Yes, my lord.
Divided dimensions, fucking spray bottle.
Yeah. So, just because of, I'm just gonna say specifically TikTok warlocks for cats.
TikTok warlocks.
God.
You know what I'm referring to.
Yeah, I know.
I can do 3 things. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? Fuck it. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. British warlock cats. Because warlocks
Yeah,
really love to
okay.
take short naps. Cat naps.
Yeah. Isn't there a spell called catnap
Yeah.
that is learned by warlocks or wizards?
Wizards learn
not
everything.
so.
That's a low bar.
They-
If it has a
Wizards
scroll,
can't learn
they can learn it.
everything. They can't learn everything, technically. It has to be an arcane spell.
Fair.
But we've made some progress on our British house cat girls.
Stupidity wins again.
So let's start wrapping it up, I guess. Like, is there anything else we need to talk about
Let's
or
see.
want to talk about?
I think gender ratio's gonna be pretty even.
Yeah.
I do think that cat girls that have migrated to the east are more like in the idol
Migrated.
category,
Being
like
invaded, right?
like
Yeah, migrated. What is this word you say? They fucking invaded. They're the
Tomato,
red
tomato.
squirrel. They're like fucking red squirrels.
they're like actual British.
Precisely.
But instead of stealing everything and bringing it back, they just stay
They
there.
just steal everything.
They just take the best shit and stay there.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're repeating ourselves now, being honest.
Yeah, but honestly,
Because it all loops into the same shit.
yeah, because I just, this might just probably be me. I just really love the idea of British warlocks now.
Alright.
Prepare to face my Eldritch Blast.
So. Yeah. Do we want to close it out, or do we want to keep going for a bit?
Oh, wait, there's actually one image that I have to find real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking real quick. That one time where you can't find the meme you see like everywhere.
Ah, he's struggling. He's fumbling the bag.
Google
Either that or
Sensei
the
is
cat
betraying
stole
me.
it.
Ah, found it,
cat-
found it.
The cat girls took his bag. They were confident enough to do that.
Okay, so I do have the usual question. I'm gonna start from left to right. Blackout, during this discussion, has your general interest rating increased?
I'm gonna be honest, fuck it, let's make it an 8-9 here. An 8 for general, 9 for waifu.
Alright. Lava, has
No,
your...
it has not.
Hmm?
No, it has not changed. It's
No
This
increase
is
from your
fucking-
general?
well, the 9 went to a 10. I said that one was. Actually no, I had a 10 to begin with.
No,
That's your
your
waifu
waifu rating was a 10. Your general interest was like an 8.
General interest was I said 8, right?
Yes.
Bump that to 9 because the idea is just still hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, I have upped my general interest at least to definitely an 8. You guys haven't really convinced me the perks of upping my waifu rating yet.
It's simple. You're a coward.
Yeah.
I still see no reason to up my waifu score just for the ads.
They're the closest to you. They're the only ones you have a shot at.
First of all, kobolds, goblins, bunny girls.
The same.
Kobolds, Mexico. Bunny girls, America. Kobolds,
Vampires, America.
vampires, America.
Cowgirls, fucking Egypt.
Didn't we put
Chimeras,
didn't we put
Himalayas.
centaurs in Europe?
Yeah. I guess.
I'd rather fuck a horse or a cat girl.
Well, I
Like,
said Europe. You wanted them in Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna try to put those more Asian now that I think about it. Well, there's definitely harpies are also still pretty close.
Those are just migrating.
Yes.
You sure you want to wait a year being touch starved again?
That's my current situation. So why change?
oh my god.
Oh wow,
Well, I
shit! Stitch is
think
actually
that's-
streaming.
Yeah, Stitch
Yeah,
is
he-
live.
He started streaming as soon as you started streaming. Is the thing.
Yep.
Wanna?
His went up twice too, which annoys the shit out of me for the arcade.
Yeah,
everybody.
the internet tends to do that.
Thrice.
Yeah.
I still am annoyed at his name for having a second L for some goddamn reason.
Hope we can make it back next time.
Oh wait, yeah. What shall our next episode be?
Honestly,
Well-
satyrs are on the table.
Yes, please.
Sure, we talked about satyrs earlier, and of course, our next heavy hitter, Fox Girls.
Oh wait, are we gonna do Fox Girls in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what we said we were gonna do. We're gonna do cat.
All right. Okay. I will say one thing: Fox Girls are gonna be so much easier to find.
It is
Special
like
guest
back
for
in
that
the
episode.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone who's still in chat for joining us on You Waifu Safari Edition. Honestly, I actually do like the title Safari of Stupidity.
Safari of stupidity.
It describes
no,
this
that's
show
great.
perfectly.
It does.
Well, to everyone in chat, I'm gonna set up a raid to Stitch, who's actually using the PNG tuber someone made for him. And
I wish I could get one.
you can ask people. Also, to everyone who's still in chat, would you waifu catgirls or cowgirls?
Yes.
Yes.
Fair. So, to everyone who's still in chat, thanks for dropping in. Thanks for popping by. This is Lava. Be sure to give him a follow. It was fun.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
You didn't answer the question.
Oh, yeah, my answer is also yes. And rating stage.